Welcome to the Neighborhood Series. My name is Sean Larson, real estate broker, presenting neighborhood tours to help you with your planning as you investigate different communities. If I can answer any questions for you, please let me know. Enjoy today's tour. Let's take a look at Glen Abbey, which is in Brentwood, Tennessee, in Williamson County, just off of Split Log Road and about a half mile or so from Smith Park. You're going to see a lot of videos from me on the Split Log Road area just because what started as kind of a country road is now one of the main arteries for all the residential growth on the east side of Brentwood. Now, Glen Abbey was designed and built out by Turnberry Homes, which is a local company. They even produce the neighborhood that is right next door to Glen Abbey, and that one is Allen's Green. All the construction in Glen Abbey occurred in the years starting about 2013 and ended about 2017. It includes about 75 homes that range in the size from about 3,500 square feet on upwards of about 5,600, which averages out about 4,300 square feet. You're going to see most of the exteriors are kind of earthy or warmer brick. Now, recently we've had this huge trend of white exteriors, lighter brick, painted brick. There's a lot of that in our community, but for the most part, we still have a dominance of this earth tone brick. A lot of mixture with stone. That is just going to be the most popular exterior in our area. The interiors of the homes, you're going to find all the common trends. You're going to see the open floor plans, vaulted ceilings, ceiling beams, large kitchens, large primary bedrooms, large bathrooms, a lot of glass showers. All of those features are going to be found here in the homes in Glen Abbey. The schools currently for Glen Abbey, and I say currently because rezoning does occur now and again, but the current schools are going to be Jordan Elementary, Sunset Middle, and Ravenwood High School. You have some other schools nearby, which include Kenrose Elementary, Crockett Elementary, and Woodland Middle. And you have some private school options as well. And some of the popular ones are going to be Battleground Academy, Franklin Road Academy, and Brentwood Academy. Now, Jordan Elementary, at the time of this video, was only about 5 years old. And on that campus, they have enough room to put a middle school, and that is slated to begin not too far in the future. So depending on when this video is watched, it could be that that middle school is already finished. And at that time, I would guess zoning for middle school will probably change from Sunset over to that that new middle school. Being in the Split Log Road area, all the conveniences of daily life are not too far at all. You are only a few miles from I-65 and the entire Cool Springs area that includes the Cool Springs Galleria, retail shopping, virtually every product you can think of or that you would need. You have your home stores, your big box, your warehouse shopping, you've got your Sam's and Costco. All of that was it within about 10 minutes or so. Medical is another popular question when people are shopping real estate and looking at buying homes. They're wondering, how close is medical? You've got your regular doctor's offices all throughout the Cool Springs and Brentwood area. You also have Williamson Medical Center, which is down at the intersection in Franklin of I-65 and Highway 96. You also have several other hospitals downtown Nashville. You've got Vanderbilt, you've got St. Thomas and Centennial. Those are only about 20 minutes away or so in a normal drive time. So I mentioned Allen's Green was right next door, and that was also produced by Turnberry Homes. But just for proximity, if somebody's viewing this and they're trying to get their bearings on where this is located, they may have heard other neighborhood names, and so let's just put that in kind of a proximity. Neighborhoods nearby, next door, you're going to have Allen's Green. Right across the street, you're going to have Morgan Farms. Kind of diagonally, you're going to have Terramore. You're also going to have Northumberland, Sonoma, Tuscany Hills, Ingleham Farms. So the whole Split Log Road area is very populated with residential. You're also going to see that the lots here are really nice and sizable, and everybody moves to our area from a different background. Some are coming from an urban area where they might have 0.15 acre or something like that, but you're going to see in Brentwood in general, lots of green space. The large lots are everywhere, and that is because Brentwood has a density requirement that keeps that nice open green feel to it. You'll also see driving down the road that this neighborhood still has mailboxes at the street. And just an FYI, that has been a change that occurred a couple years ago, that new developments will now start having cluster mailboxes instead of mailboxes at the street. And that's not a Brentwood or a Tennessee thing, that is everywhere. There are just a few exceptions for that, but for the most part, new communities across the country will have cluster mailboxes where everybody's mailbox will be in the same place. And that is very similar to what you think about either a condo or an apartment complex. And what that does is it just minimizes the number of stops that the mail carrier has to make. So you can even see the new communities in our area, and sometimes even new phases of a community are now putting those into place. So rather than having mailboxes at the street, they do have a cluster box where everybody will stop and receive their mail. What else is nearby Glen Abbey? Well, right outside, and this pretty much is most of the communities here on Split Log Road, Brentwood has this extensive biking and walking path that is paved, and it goes through most of Brentwood, especially on the east side of 65, and that's I-65 for reference. But the biking path goes miles and miles, so right here out front of Glen Abbey, you can access that bike path, and that'll connect everything from Smith Park to Crockett Park. You can go all the way up to Concord Road and connect with the library up there, with the YMCA up there. It's an extensive biking and walking path. So if you've not seen that at all, check out Brentwood's website and just take a look at that. That is such an asset to this area and for connectivity. Well, I hope this gave you just a good preview of what Glen Abbey looks like. I do videos of a lot of these communities just to give people a preview of how each one feels, because a lot of the home buying decision is kind of a vibe and how somebody feels about the neighborhood. So sometimes just a preview of how it's made up kind of gives them a direction to go. But if I can answer any questions at all about Glen Abbey or any other community in the Middle Tennessee area, and that's no matter if you're buying or maybe you're considering listing and selling your home, please reach out and I will take absolutely great care of you. I hope you enjoyed the tour. My name again is Sean Larson, real estate broker, and I produce this series to kind of help people understand the communities in our area. And that could be if somebody is planning to move and purchase here from afar, and sometimes it's just somebody local and they just want to learn more about the communities around them. I've got many years in real estate. I've seen a lot of these communities develop and build out. I've represented both buyers and sellers, existing homes, new construction. So if you have any questions at all, always feel free to reach out. I am more than happy to answer all of your questions. If you're looking to buy or sell, I'm happy to work with you and represent you in that capacity as well. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe to this channel and go ahead and make sure the notifications are turned on. And that way, anytime we upload more data, maybe it's community tours, maybe it's advice on the process, you'll get a notice on that and you can see the video on that as well. So my name again is Sean Larson, real estate broker, and I hope you have a super day.